Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, episode 18 of my Poland playthrough, where we are aiming to go for Poland Can Into Space, as well as Winged Hussars and One King to Rule. In the last episode, we formed the Commonwealth, and now we just got to do a bit of housekeeping. So we've got to keep an eye on some of our unrest. I mean, chances are it's not going to be anything too much to worry about. Lithuania must have been having a few unrest problems though. So whereas, yeah, the only two major unrest places we've got are from Newmark and Ratibor, and those were the places that we took in the last war against Brandenburg and Denmark. Even Bornholm is going down very fast. Right. Let's have a look. What is our current reform desire? I don't think the Reformation has begun yet, has it? Let's have a look. It'll be under... Oh, yes, it has. Yes, it began long ago. Where have I been? I'm going to go for the Papal Influence, because I don't currently have any intention of changing to the Protestant faith, unless my allies do so as well. So, for example, Austria are currently not. Sweden probably... I don't know. They probably will be, eventually. But we'll wait and see. I mean, the powers you get as a Protestant are quite OP, in my opinion. So it is a really, really good faith to choose. Like, if you're going to go for one of the denominations of Catholicism, of Christianity, then Protestant's a good one to go for. But we actually got enough Papal influence. Let's use our... Oh, actually, where is the Papal State? Let's improve relations with them. Where are they, I wonder? Normally, they get relocated somewhere in the HRE. Yeah, there they are. They have Meppen. Or, yeah, Meppen, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we'll improve relations with them for that, for some more Papal influence. Right, so... let's rehome this army somewhere that actually has enough. There we go, we'll move them one along. Enough supply. So what can we get as the papacy? Diplo rep, inflation reduction, interest per annum, yearly legitimacy, tax modifiers. We can't get the prestige one because I believe we are still currently using it. Yeah, papal blessing. So we're still currently using that one. Right, let's start coring these provinces now. Get the unrest down as fast as possible. We're now down at 0 war exhaustion, so we don't get any malice to the cost. Estates demand control. Who demands control? Clergy. So their loyalty. Expect to control at least 15%, so they want some more. No, that's the wrong map mode. Where am I after? Okay. So... for clergy, because they have a benefit to tax. So what we want to do is go to our province overview and see where has the biggest amount of tax. But what we don't want to do is, like Vilna, for example, makes a lot of tax, but it also makes a lot of production. So what we don't want to do is give the clergy Vilna, because it may increase tax, but it will take off production. So what we want is to go for somewhere that has a decent amount of tax, but next to nothing else of any use, you know, relative. So, like Minsk, for example, but then that does give a lot of manpower. Let's have a look, let's have a look. So I might just give... What's Ratibor good for? Give the clergy Ratibor, because that'll reduce... will reduce unrest. But we also need to give... Okay, so I'll give Newmark to our military estate, because of the large amount of manpower it offers. Let's get that back. People sampling new religions. Do we really want that? I don't think we do. However, I don't really want to increase my tech cost by 5%. Having said that, it is only for 10 years, and I don't see myself really getting any. 1556, yes. Yeah, no, we'll just do that. It's only 10 years. Vitebsk. Okay. Okay, where is this place? Vitebsk. Assuming I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably butchering it, so... Ah, there it is. So, 11 noble regiments. So what we'll do, we'll move one army across. Fit said army with a leader. Even though my leaders at the moment are pretty dire. Let's get rid of one of our leaders, because currently we've got one too many. Come on, move. Rely on the nobility. Crush them. Right, so that was a very easy victory. Let's move them back so they can get into a province with higher supply. Let's look for more provinces with high manpower. So, Lublin. They have already been claimed. Right. Who else requires? I always get sort of a little bit confused when it comes to assigning provinces for estates. I don't particularly like the way in which it's done. I feel like it's sort of, you know, you stabbing yourself in the back for, you know, comparatively little gain. Like you're just for like how I think it's like 10 years or something, like just essentially saying, right, I'm gonna, you know, add a load of autonomy to this province for every category but one or two. I tend not to see the worth in it, but Tosk. See, the problem is a lot of these estates also earn a lot of money. So I don't just want to... Why won't it let me select Kursk? It's much easier just to click on the provinces and look at the amounts for the manpower. Right, what are they on? Right, so they are happy. Clergy. This one's a little bit harder. So, right, let's order by tax. You've already been taken. You've already been taken. It'd be really good if there was a... In the province overview, there was an overview of which estates that had taken control of a certain province, or rather which estates you had given control of a province to. Oh, see, I hate this. Because I'm essentially just taking away, I think, quite a decent chunk of my income by messing about with this. But unfortunately, it can't be helped. It's just something we have to do. Now, what we can do is start converting some people. With the fact we went for humanist ideas, the fact that we've got a load of provinces belonging to other religions isn't punishing us too much, isn't causing us too many problems. If we didn't have it, it almost certainly would be. Right, let's get next aristocratic idea. Want some more of that manpower. So, yeah, our manpower is now increased by approximately 14,000, 15,000, something like that, as a result of taking that idea. How's our core constructions going? So, yeah, they're coming along nicely. Right, well, that's... Oh, no. Another thing we had to do was sort out our navy, wasn't it? Because our navy was over its force limit by 5. So, let's have a look. What have we got for navies? We've got my Baltic Sea Navy. We've got my galley navy. We've got galleys and transports, which I'll combine with that one. And then we've got Second Fleet, which is doing Novgorod. So Novgorod, we 16% in control of. So I'm thinking... So where are we actually collecting? We're collecting in here, aren't we? So I may just join them with... Oh, come on. I'll join them with our Baltic Sea fleet. And then this fleet here, I will cut down the amount of galleys in this fleet, which I believe was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of them, and then we are at our force limit. That's fine. So that, yeah, that... I mean, I don't think... Going over your force limit for Navy, if it's only stuff like barks and galleys, does essentially nothing to your income. So I could have left it, but it would just perpetually bother me. So, meh, why do it? Are they still at war? They are still at war. Let's remove our diplomat from Sweden, who will come to war with us against them. Austria, are you at war anymore? No, you're not. So what's Austria's force limit looking like? It doesn't look incredibly high, if I'm honest. So that, yeah, force limit's 51. They've only got 30k manpower, so I can't reliably draw them into a war just yet. Because what will happen is they'll burn their manpower out against Hungary, and that'll leave me in Sweden to deal with Muscovy. What ideas did they take? They took religious influence, so they haven't gone for the crazy Russian quantity ideas where they get 200k, wow, over 200k manpower, and, you know, they just ruffle stomp anyone in their path just by, you know, doing the old tactic of throwing as many troops as you can. I think it was the saying, quantity is a quality all of its own, or has a quality all of its own, something like that. So yeah, that's essentially what they would do to us. A bit like the Ottomans, except the Ottomans already have gone for quantity ideas. So they're against the Timurids thus far. But again, Austria don't have all that many. Austria don't have all that much manpower. So I think for the moment, just wait until the speed 5. We'll just wait until the our cores are done, unrest goes down, stuff like that. And we've only got another 7 years until, wow, in 7 years until our truce is up with Brandenburg, and I think it's 8 years until our truce is up with Denmark. So what we could start doing is fabricating some claims. So I want Stettin, really, because it's a center of trade, or it's a estuary, I think. Yeah, estuary, or estuary. So let's go try and get Stettin. And then, do we want claims elsewhere? Probably. Commonwealth gains a claim on Highlands. Sure. Why not? That's all the way up here. I can't see that's going to help us, really. Where else can we do claims on? We want probably a claim on... I think I'm going to go for Maramos, because what I want to do is get Maramos and then Maros, and then I can... Well, I could, I suppose, give them to Moldavia. Wow, Moldavia's got Maros, well, a claim on Maros and Bazau, and that's already a claim of theirs. What other claims do I have dotted about the place? Nothing, really. I mean, I've got Sternberg, Zemplin, which I got from an event. So yeah, not really a huge amount of claims. Recall diplomat from the Papal State. An advisor has died. That's not good. I wonder if there is... No, there isn't. I was hoping there would be a missionary advisor, but alas, there is not. So we'll just keep converting provinces on their own. Land force limit modifier. What are we at? We're at 14 per month, so I'll get morale of army +2, and I think I don't think I'll change my focus, because it's quite a nice spread at the moment, because we need to catch up on well, actually no, we're already up on Diplotech. I think it's okay as it is. Let's look into getting some buildings. Oh no, that's the wrong tab. Buildings, however, and see where we could bump up our taxation a little bit. We can do it there. We can do it there. There. You get a church. You get a church. Everyone gets a church. So wait for those to finish. I mean, that'll boost our income by a small degree. It won't be anything nuts. I think anything much less than about 45 ducats. Wow, 0.45 ducats per month. I'm probably not going to upgrade. I mean, it would benefit my force limit, so I guess I could do it. But it depends really on how much money you have just sort of sat around. What is our unrest looking like? Commonwealth gains a claim on Dorpat. Where is Dorpat? There. I thought I recognized the name. Yep, that's fine. We want claims everywhere. Right. Let's set. We want Narva. We want a claim on Narva. And we're getting a claim on Stettin. We want to get another. Did we finish our claim on Hungary? Of course, because they're our rival. It goes by super duper quick. Spiss. We'll go on Spiss. Yeah, Man of War looks good. We'll take Man of War. Right, so we're caught up on Diplotech. Our next path will be to... Well, how much is unrest at for there? Friendly troops is giving -5, so it would be 7.4. Should I decide to reduce maintenance for some more money? It's really not. I wish you could reduce maintenance on individual armies, like mothball armies. It would make it so much easier, because what I could do is I would mothball these 3 armies here and leave this one active. But alas, I cannot do that. Saying that, it would probably be fine, but I'd rather just keep the unrest as low as possible. It's just easier that way. People assembling new religions. Why not? Reverse course. Or let them, or something like that. Ooh, okay. 2, 2, 3. So, I trade it. It's basically the same. Go behind their backs. I don't care about the Shem. Spend 84 to get back to 0 stability. Alright, all my churches are 2 days off, so let's see what that does. So I currently make 31.85, and that goes up to 33.02 per month. So essentially, yeah, it's about 1.5 ducats I made. Okay, I can deal with papal influence. I can deal. I don't think I actually have any... Yeah, manpower reserves need to recover. Okay, so I'll be getting that. We'll get that next episode. How much is mercantilism actually benefiting me? I make... The Commonwealth are transferring 45% of their train power to Riga each month. I'm fairly certain that's wrongly worded. Because it should be Riga are transferring 45% of their trade power to the Commonwealth each month. I'm fairly certain that's wrong. Nevertheless, what do we want to use this for? I guess we could... I mean, we could try... How much have they invested? Commonwealth. Who's invested the most? France. So they've got 18.7% chance. Price cost, yearly prestige, yada yada yada. See, I could invest it all and try and go for it, but I think I'm just going to go for... Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and get one more stability. And then I will use my Papal Influence to get me another stability. So that leaves us nicely at 2. And I think I will leave it there for this episode and pick up next time. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.